your Instagram. How did you get popular on Instagram?
I think because I already had like fame before Instagram is how my following got big initially. You know, because like I said, I was already modeling on magazine covers and stuff way before Instagram. So whenever I did get an Instagram, my real fans from the Jessica Rabbit days, as soon as they saw I had an Instagram, I was like, you know, and they've always supported me. Love you, fans. I love you so much. So that was easy. Honestly, I got deleted 3 times. And right now, I am a couple hundred followers away from 2 million. So if I wouldn't have gotten deleted 3 times before this 2 million, I would probably be at like 4 million right now, honestly. But that, like I said, that's because I already had a following before this. I've been modeling way before Instagram. People know me from years ago.
Now, when it comes to Instagram, why were you deleted 3 times?
You know, what's funny is there's porno Instagrams. There's like way worse Instagrams than mine who never get deleted. But through Instagram, if you get reported more than like 3 times on one picture, that's a strike. And they will delete your picture. I've gotten pictures deleted that weren't even bad. They were literally like fully dressed, like, and I'm like, I get a notification, your picture just got deleted. And I'll go look, why would that picture get deleted? Why wouldn't it be one of me in a thong? It makes no sense, right? The point is, if you have haters, which sometimes you might have like 1 or 2 like girls who just hate you for no reason, and if they report your picture enough, report, if they do it enough, Instagram will automatically delete the picture and give you a strike. But Instagram is so many millions of people, they don't really have time to go investigate and see, oh wait, let me see if she really was in the wrong, if she really was naked, or she really was doing some hate crime or whatever it was. They don't have time to go really investigate and look at it. Therefore, they just slice that shit off. You get 3 of them, boom, you're done. The shit's fucked up. Like, you have no idea how many models that I know have gotten deleted and they hit me up, Jess, I got deleted. Like, girls who have more followers than me. Jess, I got deleted. Can you please help me get my followers back? I had to make a new page. Can you shout me out? You know? And I do it because I'm just humble like that. A lot of people are not. But yeah, they have to start over, and it's really fucked up. It happened to me 3 times.
Now, what posts on Instagram get the biggest responses from you?
I noticed that you get more responses when you post regular pictures instead of like professional pictures. They like real pictures. If you take a selfie, it's better than, say, like a photographer taking a picture of your face. They love the real shit. If you take a modeling picture and you're in a thong looking back, right? Of course, it's somewhat airbrushed. It looks so perfect, right? But people prefer realness. So if I have someone take a picture of me, the same outfit, everything, but I might not be perfect, I'll get way more likes on that than I will an airbrush picture.
Now, do you have a strategy with your Instagram?
Oh, of course. Let me tell you something real quick. I take Instagram as my job. It's my job, it's my money, it's the way for me to talk to my fans. It's a big deal in my life. And yes, it's a big business. So because I'm smart and I'm on top of my game, I know what times to post. I know what my followers like to see. And my followers might not be the same as somebody else's followers, but I know my followers. I actually speak to them. I do look at my comments from time and time, and I do reply to them, and I know what they like. So I know how to keep their attention. I know when to put things out that are too sexy, and I know when to delete them before they get reported. Okay? Shh, don't tell nobody. Now I have a backup page, just in case these motherfuckers report me again and I fucking lose it all, because it could happen. And if I lose it all, literally, that's food out and shelter out of my son's life. You know, people don't realize that, like, by you reporting me on some dumb shit, okay, you might win by getting my shit deleted, but I'm gonna make it all over again. And on top of that, you're not fucking with me, you're fucking with my kid. You know, I'm a single mom. Everything he has in school and everything comes from me and my money. And so you fuck that up, you're just hurting a child. But whatever. I probably don't care, but whatever.
Now, how crazy are your direct messages, your DMs?
Direct messages are fucking hilarious. Honestly, we can make a whole fucking show about direct messages. And if I tell you the worst one I ever got, I don't know if it's even rated for this. Is there a rate on this?
I don't know.
Is there a PG-13? Is it an R?
No. This is raw, uncut, and uncensored.
This is a, what's it called? MA? That's mature.
Mature audience.
Whatever. Okay. So yes, I get, let's just say like 200 DMs or more a day. A day. It's fucking stressful. On top of that, I have like 3 websites. I have a Connect Pal website. I have a kid. I have a fucking, I need to sleep. You know, can a bitch get a fucking break? Goddamn. Motherfuckers be pissed off like, why are you never check my DM. You never respond to me. Motherfucker, do you know that you're like 1 out of a million? It's impossible. So, it would be so funny right now if we would just go through my DMs. But anyway, let's pretend, okay? Let's pretend. Bleep. Where are my DMs, right? Let's scroll. Hey, sexy. Hey, baby. You make me horny. I came to you last night. I love your ass. And then the Arabics, you wants to fuck. You sassy. How did you get started modeling, girls? Is your ass real? What doctor did you go to? I'm not trying to offend you. I just want to know what doctor you went to so I can go to that same one because you look really good. Can you please answer me? You're my dream girl. Hey, sexy. Hey. I fucking love you. I jack off to you every night. I mean, fuck. Honestly, that's what it is. Oh. So what I do is when I have my free time, which is not much, but when I do have free time, I literally would go and I'll look, hey, sexy, jack off, dick, blah, 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 titties. I keep going till I see something relevant. If it's mostly girls, I always respond to because to me, it's very special when a woman will reach out to me. I know it's not easy for a woman to reach out to a girl like me. I'm honestly like the most low-key, chill person ever. I will respond to any girls because I love girls, you know, but so anytime I see a girl, boom. Sometimes it's a girl's picture, it's really a guy though. Happens all the time. But if it's a girl asking me advice about modeling and stuff, I will respond, guys are just annoying as shit. And then sometimes it'll be some real business shit. But at the same time, on my Instagram, it says for modeling inquiries, ... contact bookjessicacarly.com or whatever. If you really had something serious, you could have fucking emailed the booking email. Why are you sending me a DM? It's annoying. Oh, whatever. So half the time I don't have time to look at them.
Now, what about people that holler at you? When it comes to people hollering at you through direct messages, what percentage would you say is female? What percentage would you say is male?
Hollering as in like, hey, what's up, baby?
Yeah.
Type shit?
Trying to hit on you.
Let's just say 95% male and like 5% female.
And then, on people that hit on you, what about people that hit on you with a name?
Like rappers and shit?
Yeah, okay, so you got athletes, you got musicians, and then you got, I guess, another category for another type of celebrity. Yeah. What do you notice of those type of people that hit on you? Well, if you could put a percentage on that, what would you say?
A percent of like famous people trying to hit me?
Yeah.
I mean, out of, let's say,
the people that hit,
of people, I mean, put it like this.
The famous people that do hit on you, that's what I want a percentage of. How many of them are athletes? How many of them are...
Oh, percentage-wise? Oh,
yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's say...
Athletes, musicians,
I would say it's mostly athletes. Right behind that is musicians. Right behind that is college athletes. Right behind that is up-and-coming artists. Fuck, I mean, it's so many, I don't know. But I mean, I've had the biggest of the biggest, rappers and artists and stuff like that try to hit me up. And I'm like, sometimes I'm flattered. I mean, honestly, I'm flattered every time. I'm so flattered. And I'm impressed. 'Cause I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool. But I'm the type of person that I've dated a celebrity before, and it was just, the life was too crazy for me. So I know that me dating a celebrity is not going to work. Even me dating an athlete is not going to work. So as soon as they hit me up, I will be flattered. In my head, I'll be like, oh, so cute, right? But then I'm like, no, Jessica, don't fucking do it. Don't do it. So then I'm like, I'm so ecstatic that you pursued me. And I really like your music. And I would love to work with you on a music video or something else that has to do with work. But I refuse to be with you that way. I hope you respect me and I respect you, and hope to see you soon. And I leave it at that. And sometimes they don't write back. Sometimes they say, oh wow, that's some real shit. Whatever. But I just know me. I'm too much of a bitch to fucking deal with that groupie shit. I can't do it.
Now, you don't have to name names, but you talked about being flattered. So have there been people that you personally liked or had feelings about, just as, I don't want to say being a fan of, but there's certain,
you can say it.
There's certain celebrities and certain people that you have an eye on and you have an eye for. Have you been contacted by a celebrity that you had an eye on previously before, and has that surprised you?
Yeah, I've been contacted. Like I said, I've been contacted by so many celebrities that, I mean, of course, I would never say names. I'm not the type of person, but I've been shocked my damn self, and I'm like, how does this person even know who I am? It's crazy. Like I said, I was in magazines throughout U.S. for years, so a lot of celebrities knew who I was because of that. And then on top of that, Instagram is worldwide, so you're known worldwide. But there were certain celebrities that I'd be like, oh my God, how does he even know who I am? Or how, I didn't even know that person knew who I was. Even women, there's like women in the industry that know who the fuck I am. And I'm like, you know who I am? It's shocking, right? So, yes, and it's very tempting because it's almost like you want to picture having this great relationship with this person because they seem so sweet and you're like, oh man, me and this guy, it would be so perfect. But like I said, I've lived that life, I've tried it, and I know that it's going to be like that with everybody because it's just their lifestyle. I have a fucking crazy ass lifestyle. Most guys can't fucking keep up with my shit, so I can't imagine keeping up with anybody else's shit, and I don't want to.
Now let's talk comments for a second. Mm-hmm. I know you say you don't really read into your comments when you have free time, which you don't have a lot of free time. You do browse them and see what's going on. But how do you deal with hateful comments when you do see them? Do you block them? Do you have a blocking policy?
Yes. Okay. So, back in the day, I used to be a crazy bitch. I was the type that if you even looked at me sideways, I will fucking punch you in the face. That's how I used to be. Remember when I talked about waitressing and stuff? I started transitioning. I started learning how to deal with people. After that, I started modeling. With modeling, you have to learn how to deal with a lot of haters, a lot of snakes, a lot of fucked up ass people. So that helped me a little bit more. I am mentally up here when it comes to modeling. I already expect the worst. I already expect people to hate. So whenever I see, ugly comments, I don't like to give these people attention because that's just giving them what they want. So most of the time, I just click on their name, click block, and then I go erase the comment. But like I said, out of all the thousands of comments, I don't have the time to do everybody. But whenever I do, I will block them because they don't deserve to be on my page. And also, they don't deserve a response from me because that's what they want. But the only time that I think that I would really respond is whenever I post a picture of my child, which is not often because I don't share too much of my personal life because of this reason. There's so many times that I've posted like something about me and my kid to show people that I'm an actual real person. I'm an actual mother. I have another life than just modeling. And some people appreciate it. And there's sometimes that I just want to post my kid. I just want to. I mean, I'm proud of him. I want to show him off. But it's very hard to because just say out of almost 2 million people, of course you're going to have some haters out there. You're going to have people who are depressed, who are fucked up in the head, who are going through some shit in their own lives to where they want to be evil. and they say some really fucked up shit about a kid, and it's like, dude, really? It's a fucking kid. So those people, I can't lie. There are times that I will go back and talk shit to them back and forth, and then my fans, like my real fans, will get into it and they'll fucking attack that one person. And then there's sometimes that, let's just say I post a picture, right? Just say I'm in a thong, which usually I am, okay? And there's sometimes people will comment and say, you look like a slut. What kind of example are you setting for women out here? Things like that. And I could get upset about it, but honestly, I don't blame them sometimes for thinking these things. I mean, if I was an outsider looking in, if I was a regular person with a 9 to 5, I always wore normal clothes. I didn't travel the world, and I was very in a closed box. I probably would think the same thing. And so I respect their opinions. And sometimes I'll write back to them and I'll say, you know what? I respect your opinion, and thank you for sharing that. And this is why I do this, or this is why I think this, or this is why I wrote this. And I explained it to them, and guess what? I would say 90% of the time, they write back and say, wow, I didn't expect you to write back to me, and now that you wrote back and explained yourself, I respect you 100 times more. So, and I don't do it for their respect, I do it because it's just, I want to explain to them how I feel or what I think, and then, you know, we kind of come to a terms.
Now, what about Snapchat? How crazy is your Snapchat?
You know, I really don't care for Snapchat that much. Like I said, you know, I'm so busy, and then dealing with my Instagrams, because I have a few Instagrams, that takes a lot of my time. The only time I like to do snaps is if I'm out of town and I'm like just joking around, acting stupid, or if I'm hosting that night and it's like, you want to make a movie, you know, say if I'm in a strip club, I'm like, ass, titties, drink it, you know? Because it's fun, because the next day you wake up with a hangover and you're like, fuck, what happened last night? And then, let me check my fucking Snap. And you're like, damn, I can't believe I fucking posted that. Oh shit, I shouldn't have posted that. You know, but it's funny. That's why I like Snap, because it's like a whole fucking story of your life in that one fucking day. It's amazing. I like that. But the thing that I hate about Snap is like, you can't tell how many followers you have. You can see how many views you have, yes, which is cool, but you don't see how many followers, I guess, and you know, whatever. I don't even check my DMs at all, because usually dick pics. So I never check my DMs. I don't give a shit. But I always save all my stories because they're funny to look at later.
Now, are your DMs, when you have checked them, are your DMs worse on Snapchat than they are on Instagram?
Oh, yeah. I think they're probably worse on Snapchat because people know that you look at it and then it goes away.
Now, what if you can predict the future of social media? Snapchat is obviously a hot social media platform. And you got other platforms like Periscope that are coming up. And then, you know, you have your OG social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah.
Do you see something like Snapchat overtaking Instagram in the long run, or?
You know, I've thought about it, and that's the only reason I started like using my Snapchat, because I was like, okay, everybody's using Snapchat. Am I supposed to use Snapchat? But I've never gotten paid from Snapchat or from a company paying me for Snapchat. I know you can, because they look at your views. I have good views, but it's just not really my thing. I don't know. I'll do it for fun, but I don't do it for the money. And I think that Instagram will always stay prominent because Instagram has a history to it. You can go and look at someone's Instagram and see their history. You can see what they did last week, what they did last month, what they did a year ago. Whatever you want someone to see, they can still see it. If I do a photo shoot and I want to share my pictures, I can share them for months or years. But in Snapchat, you can't. So if I don't post every fucking 24 hours, I might have 0 on my story. Therefore, you have 0 to look at. That's what I think the problem is. So I think Instagram is always going to do better.
Now, when it comes to social media, just talking in general, what's your biggest pet peeve with social media at this point? What bothers you the most about it?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, not a lot of things bother me anymore. Notifications bother me, but I turn them off. Don't fucking run my battery down and fucking overload my emails. So therefore, I turn notifications off. Another thing that gets on my nerves about social media is I think the divorce rate probably has gone up like who knows how many percentages. because it's too easy to cheat. I don't know. I mean, I've just seen so many people break up because of social media. It's sad, you know? It's like, I have friends who have kids with their dudes and they're like real families, or they're married and everything, and then they end up fucking splitting up everything and just everything's dead because of social media. I've seen girls plex and fight over some shit on social media. There's a lot of bad things about social media. And there's times where people can track you and see where the fuck you're at. Me, never in my life would I be on Facebook and be like, check in, because I got psycho motherfuckers who are fans, okay? I'm not checking in nowhere. And you know what gets on my fucking nerves? When I'm with my girlfriends and they're like, Jess, and I'm like, huh? And they're like, snap. And I'm like, can you at least tell me when you want to take a picture? Don't fucking snap me unless you tell me, you know what I mean? So they get me like, and then they'll post the shit and be like, check in at Starbucks and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, hold up, boo-boo, hold up. What did you just post? Oh, I just checked this in. No, you don't understand. You can't check me in anywhere. I don't want people to know where the fuck I'm at. That's not cool. Oh, wow. Because they don't understand, you know what I mean? Like, they don't get my side of the life. What else? There's something else. Yeah, but, another thing, too, is, like, people trying to, like, sneak snaps of you or Instagram videos or whatever it is. I could literally be sitting across from somebody talking to them, and they'll get their phone out. Like, people that I don't really know like that, but just say if I just met you and you're with my friend. That's my best friend, whatever, and my best friend brought you along, right? And really you're a fan of mine, but I don't really know that. So we're talking, because I talk to everybody like normal, we're just having a conversation. And then you get your phone out and you're like, uh-huh. You're talking to me like, uh-huh. Yeah, so what happened? The whole time your phone's like this, right? And the whole time you're fucking recording me. Do you know how many times that shit happens to me daily? And I'm so, like, here with it. I'll look down and I'm like, so I'll do stupid shit. I'll be like, oh, wait. And then when I see your phone doing this and this, I'd be like, man, that's so whack. It's like, you can't even have a fucking conversation with somebody anymore without them fucking recording you. It's so whack. So I'm like, I won't even say nothing to them. I'll just tell my homegirl, whatever. I'm like, can you check? I don't want to be rude or anything, but can you check if they're fucking recording me? They wouldn't do that. Okay, please check the phone. Then check the fucking phone. They go check the phone. They're fucking recording me. And they'd be like, I'm so embarrassed. I didn't even know they would do some shit like that. Oh. And I'm like, people do that shit all the time, dude. You have to be careful who the fuck you bring around me. I can't be around just random ass people who fucking whack like that.
When it comes to bookings, what's been your strangest booking request at this point?
I mean, strangest booking requests. I get crazy booking requests all the time. People, a lot of times, they think that I'm a prostitute. I wonder why. People steal my fucking pictures and put me on prostitute sites all the time. Like Backpage, hilarious. If you only knew, if we had more time, we'd find my fucking pictures and shit on Backpage. We would, because they're always on there. And we would call the number, and it would be so fucking funny, because I've done it a million times. So I get booking requests for, of course, spend the night. Can you travel to Dubai? Can you travel to fucking LA? Blah, blah, Vegas. I don't know. I mean, this crazy shit. They've asked me to do all kind of crazy shit. And then, of course, you have to respond. I'm sorry, but Kylie does not take inquiries such as these. She's a model.